Hi students, welcome back once again. Myself Shomiron sir. Again I am back with you with environmental science class. So student, today I will discuss the last part of chapter number 13, a river's tale. So I hope you have already watched my introduction video where I have discussed about the river, its tributary, how the river is formed, what are the several sources of water pollution, what are the effects of water pollution or the river pollution, and how we can overcome those things. So already on the first part of the chapter it has been already discussed, and today I will discuss the second or the last part of the chapter. So today we start the discussion from page number 109, and in the page number 109 there are several questions given over there about the river, and let us discuss the question. This answer you will write by yourself also, you can write it by your own. I have prepared one answer as some suggestion. You can take those answer, or if you have the better answer than this you can write it by your own. Okay, so here are some of the set of the questions, and the picture along with it is also given about the river pollution. So here the first question: are there any changes in the water during summer, the rainy season, and in the winter? So yes, in the summer water level decreases, the rainy season water is at maximum level, and in winter it is at the middle level. So you know that water level changes from season to season. In different time of the season the water level changes. What are the different kind of fish found there? So in the pond or the lakes you can find several types of fish. So I have written some name of some example. There are several kind of fish found there. A few of them are rohu, katla, etc. They are the various size. Some other fish, if it is also present over there, you can write their name. What kind of trees and plants grow around it? So mainly different types of grasses are mainly found. You can find different types of bush also along the surrounding areas of that pond, lake, or the river. What kind of birds that come there? So what are the different kinds of birds which are coming over there? Example, the eagle, crow, swan, and several other different types of bird, they are coming over there. Have you ever seen or read about flood? Have you seen any flood? You have read about the flood? Yes, I have saw a flood in Bihar. I have named it in Bihar. In recent, you can find the flood in Kerala also in 2019. Havoc flood occurred in Kerala. Okay, before previous year you can find in Uttarakhand also. Every year Assam region is also getting flooded. So any of the region where you have seen the flood, you can write it down. What happens when there is a flood? So when the flood occurs, what happens over there? Houses, railway tracks, roads are inundated when there is a flood. All are the things are under water during the flood, and it is destroying and several houses property and damages to the houses property. Several people are also killed during the flood. So whatever the effect you can see after the flood, you can write it down. Have you seen dirty water in the river or pond? Obviously we are seeing. Yes, I have seen dirty water in the river and in the pond. We can also see, because we are always throwing waste and different types of sewage and garbages in the nearby pond, so it is obviously becoming dirty day by day. Now what are the questions are there in page number 109? We have already discussed. I hope you like those answers. If you want to write those answers by your own, you can also write it down by your own. Now it is page number 110. let's see the topic. How does the how does water become dirty? You see in the picture that the river flowed through or near many villages, towns, and cities. The water changed. The people use the river water for many different things, such as washing clothes, bathing animals, and cleaning utensils. Many of these activities made the water dirty. So, when a river is passing through different regions, okay, you can see the through the many towns, many villages on the water nearby cities. So when through those regions the river is passing, what happens over there? The color, okay, of the water changes. So what is the main reason of that? Because we are throwing different types of waste, okay, sewage in the river water, as well as you are we are using the river water for many different things such as washing clothes, bathing animals, and cleaning utensils. Many of these activities made the water dirty. So for all those activities the water is becoming dirty. The water in the river kept changing as it flowed through various places. So that's why the water or the color of the water keep changing as it flows to various places, because several types of elements or the things are mixed up with the river water. Some are the different types of waste as well as sewage we can found, they are mixed up with the river water. So that is why the river water is getting changed. Okay, the water in the river, that's why, kept changing as it flowed through the various places. So if the question comes, so why the water of the river is changing while the river is passing through several places, through city, town, villages? So you can write the answer from here. Water in the pond and the lakes can also become dirty due to similar reason. So water in the lakes and the ponds also can become dirty. Okay, the color of the water can change, okay, due to this reason. Okay, as human beings are making the water dirty, they are bathing, they are using those river water, they are cleaning utensils, they are bathing the animals, they are throwing waste or garbages in the river water. So all are these the causes of the pollution of water. River pollution or the other water bodies, lake, pond, all are getting day by day polluted due to us. So this concept is called pollution. Pollution means adding of some toxic or harmful element or the waste element on the water, maybe on the river, lakes, or pond, which can make the water of that river, lake, pond, whatever you want, that is becoming dirty and polluted. So from where do we get drinking water? A river or a lake? Do you think that they are that, like the river in the picture, the river or the lake can also be affected? Okay, so in the picture you have seen that the river water, while the river is coming down from the mountain top, it is very much clean, but while it is passing through several cities or town, gradually it is becoming dirty. Okay, so what is the main reason? Okay, is the water of the river is drinkable? Obviously not, because when the water river is coming down from the mountain top, it is clean, but as it is passing through several regions, okay, it is getting dirty, okay, or the waste materials is added with it. That's why we cannot drink that water. It is a polluted water or the dirty water. So some activities are there. Try this. For this activity we need to bring certain things from our homes. We will find most of these things, most of this in this kitchen. 5 or 6 glasses of water, salt, sugar, cooking soda, haldi, flour, dal, about half of teaspoon each, lemon juice, soap water, sarbat, oil, 1 full spoon. So these are the things, okay, several materials several things are named over here, and all are available in our house, in our kitchen. We have to take some certain amount of those things and we have to do one experiment. Okay, what you have to do, fill about half of each bottle of glass with water. Make sure that all have the same amount of water. Now, one by one, put each of the things in the water. For example, haldi in the first glass, oil in the second glass, soda in the third glass, until you have one thing in each glass. Mix each thing in the water and see what happens. Write your observation. So everything, all these things, salts, sugar, cooking soda, haldi, lemon juice, sarbat, soap, water, these types of several types of things we have to take. We have to take some glasses, and the glasses will have same amount of water. One by one, everything you have to mix up with the water, and you have to observe what will happen over there. Okay, so let's see how does the water become dirty. Okay, so this is the main chart what we are telling about. Okay, about those chart we have to do in page number 11. We can see this chart. Okay, different types of material we have taken, the sugar, salt, lemon juice, soap, water, float, dal, sarbat, cooking soda, and the chart is made dissolved or mixed. The thing which is dissolved in water, easily mixed with water, did not dissolve in water. We have to take out which things will not dissolve in water. Color of the water changes when you mix every of these things, each of these things, while the color of the water changes or not, and could not be seen in water, and which could not be seen in water. So what are the things? The sugar can be easily dissolved in water, and it could not be seen in water. If you take one spoon of sugar and if you try to mix it in the glass of water, it will easily dissolve. Salt also same, it will easily dissolve. We cannot see the water over there. Lemon juice, easily mixed or dissolved, it cannot be seen. Soap water, it can be easily dissolved, it cannot be seen in water. Now float, it will not be dissolved in the water, and color of the water, soap and float did not dissolve in water, and the color of the water change. Okay, if you mix soap water, the color of the water change. Dull, it does not dissolve in water, color of the water change. Sarbat, dissolved in water, sometimes some of the things are not dissolving properly in water, and the color could not be seen in water. Okay, so it is easily getting mixed. Some of the mixed things are not getting mixed properly, and it cannot be seen. Sometimes the color of the water can be seen. Cooking soda, easily mixed up with water. Okay, and it could not be seen in water. Oil, mustard. Okay, so these types, oil, mustard, teal, or any other types of thing, did not dissolve in water, and color of the water changes. So this is an experiment what we have done. Okay, so you will just take all those things in your house. You will put some glass. Some of the things you will take, obviously, your guardian's permission, and you will arrange those things. You will take the glass of water, 5 to 6 glass of water, and all these types of things you will mix it in the water with the help of the spoon or any other thing, and you will observe that which one is mixing properly, which one is not mixing properly, which one color is changing, which one color is not changing, which cannot be which is not seen in the water after mixing. So these types of experiments we have to do. Now that is the experiment. I have kept the slide later, so I have discussed it early because as the things is along with it. So how does the water become dirty? So gradually the water pollution. Okay, and we have read about the water pollution. So there are different types of bacteria that can be found in the pond, including autotrophic heterotrophic bacteria. You can see the different types of bacteria images is given over there. So there are different types of bacteria found in the pond, including autotrophic heterotrophic bacteria, nostric and bacteria. Nostrac and Anabena are some of the most common bacteria that are found in the pond water. So the name may be tough, the Nostrac and Anabena and some other common bacteria. So these are the several types of bacteria which are found in the polluted water of the river, of the pond, and all are these due to us because we are throwing the waste and the garbage in the pond. So how does the water become dirty? From where do we get drinking water? A river or the lake? We get drinking water from the river. We can get some drinking water from the river, but gradually, day by day, the river water is getting polluted. So, if you want to drink the water on the where the river is originating, over there the water is clean, and we cannot drink the direct water of the river. We have to purify the water. Do you think that the river in the picture, your river or the lake, can be affected? In the book you can see one the picture on the first half. Okay, so you can see that picture. So do you think that the river in the picture, your river or the lake, can also be affected? Yes, the river that is near my town is also affected by pollution. So where you are living, maybe some river is passing over there. So if you found that the river over there, you can observe that the river is also affected by pollution. Here are the some pictures is given over there. These are the several sources of drinking water. We can few of the persons are using river water or the pond or the lake water from drinking, but both these water now gradually they are becoming dirtier, polluted. We can use the tube well water or the well water. So these are the natural sources of water, the rivers, lakes or the pond, and hand pumps and the wells are the human made or man made sources. So if the question comes what are the man made sources, you can write hand pump or the tube well, because these are made by human beings. So they are the source of water. We are using underground water from drinking. We are taking out the underground water through wells or through hand pumps. So if you want to take the river water, and this river water if you want to drink, we have to follow several processes. Through several processes the river water have to go for purification. So here is the picture from river water to large changers and tanks, and making several filtering processes, and then it is supplied to our houses in different ways. So here is the picture, it is given over there. Okay, you can see the picture on the screen. The river or the pond water through different filtration process is going on, and through this different filtration process, okay, we can make the water fit for drinking. Okay, and we can supply those water to our locality or the village or the city through this way. So the chart we have already discussed, because the question is given over there on the first page, on page number 110. So this we have already discussed before, and there are some questions also given under it. Now on the basis of the observation we have already done, what other things are easily dissolving in the water, what does the color of the water always change, did oil dissolve in the water, how can we say whether it is dissolved or not. So these are the several question is asked over there. So we have to discuss or answer this gradually. Okay, so let's see the answers. What are those answers given? Do all the things dissolve in water? No, not all the things dissolve in the water. Few of the things dissolve easily in the water, like salt, sugar, etc. But the oil doesn't dissolve with water. Okay. So does the color of the water always changes? No. Okay, because when we are mixing salt and sugar or lemon juice in the water, sometimes the color of the water doesn't changes. It remains Slim. Did oil dissolve in water? How can you say whether it is dissolved or not? No, oil does not dissolve in water. It floats over the water. Oil and water doesn't mix with each other. The salt, sugar, okay, sarbat, they can mix with each other, but the dal, the flour, or the oil, it doesn't mix with the water properly. Okay, so here are some charts are given, the experiment is given, and the answer is given. This is the water, this is the oil. So when you pour oil on the water, the oil will float on the water, it will not mix. Okay, but the other things maybe which are soluble, they can easily mix with water. So here are some set of questions given. The color of the water may not change even after something dissolved in it. Would you say that these are absent in water? Imagine how would be if the sugar, salt, lemon juice, sarbat, etc. could not dissolve in water. So can you imagine if those things doesn't dissolve in water, what can happen? Okay, imagine how would be if the things like stone, chalks, plastics, and garbage are not dissolved in water. So you can also imagine if these things doesn't mix up with the water, what can happen to us. Okay, if that thing doesn't mix up with the water while taking the water, several other impurities can get inside our body. Okay, while using, if we always see all those things which are mixed in the water, okay, are not solid things which are mixed, which cannot be mixed with the water, so we cannot use those water properly. Okay, it can harm our health, etc. by using. There are many parts that dissolve easily in water. Some of these can be harmful for our body. Okay, hence that clean the water, hence we have to clean the water before drinking it, and one of the best way to do this is to boil the water. So several processes are there to remove the impurities. One of the best way is to boil the water. Okay, it is a best and the easy method. If for some reason it cannot be done, we think of some other ways to clean the water. So through boiling, if the pollution cannot be removed, we can use some other ways. Okay, to remove the impurities or remove the pollution of the water. So several processes are there, so we will discuss about this process. See those question, do all the things dissolve in water? No, not all the things dissolve in water. Do the color of the water always change? No, the color of the water may not change always. Did the oil dissolve in water? How can you say whether it is dissolved or not? No, oil did not dissolve in water. The things which do not dissolve in water either settle down or come up. For example, oil floats on the water. The color of the water may not change even after something are dissolved in it. Would you say that these are absent in water? If a thing is dissolved in water, then it is present in water. It is easily mixed or dissolved in water, but it is present in water. But we cannot see it. Okay, but sometime while we are tasting the water, we can feel it that this thing is dissolved in the water. Now the question which are given on that last part, imagine how would it be if the things like sugar, salt, lemon juice, sarbat, etc. could not dissolve in water. If those things just now which I have discussed, if those things doesn't mix up with the water, what will happen? If the things like sugar, salt, lemon juice, sarbat, etc. could not dissolve in water, we would not able to cook food or haven't have been things like tea, coffee, cold drinks, etc. So this can happen. Imagine how it would be if things like stone, chalk, plastics, and garbage could would dissolve in the water. If things like stone, chalk, plastics, and garbage would dissolve in water, then these things would make water dirty and rather the world came to an end. If these things easily mixed up with water, the water can become more dirty. Okay, so these are some answers of these questions. How is drinking water cleaned in your house? So we can clean the any water for and fit for drinking water the several ways. We can use water filter for getting clean and drinking water. Find out the different ways of cleaning water at home. Alarm can be added to clean the water. Water is purified by the method of evaporation. And at the last question of page number 112, it is given, draw a picture showing any two ways of cleaning the water. Okay, one, it is shown by drawing the filtration, and nowadays the RO filtration is available. So these are the ways we can easily, you can see this picture. Okay, filtration process at home and RO filtration, and I will help you with some of the pictures showing that filtration of the water. Method to clean the drinking water. First, the easy process is boiling. Okay, so this boiling you can see. Then normal filter, which is available in everyone's house. Okay, this filtration, and adding alum. Okay, it is also called fitkari. Best use of the fitkari, if you add some fitkari or alum in the water, so it can remove some impurities in the water. Now, methods of cleaning drinking water. Modern process, adding water purification tablets. There are some hygiene liquid tablets or water purification tablets. We can use these water purification tablets for cleaning the water. The method of filtration of water. This is the modern method, RO filtration. Okay, distillation of the water. Here the distillation, the boiling chamber, the condensation chamber, and the collector chamber. So this method already given on this page. Okay, you can see the proper distillation of the water, the filtration process, and it is also given over there, so you can take the help. You can also draw the diagram of this picture for the filtration of the water, how the process is going on. So we have already completed our discussion explanation part, and I hope you have understood the chapter properly. If any queries you have, you can ask it through me, through mail, or through the WhatsApp number. Already it is present with you. So at the end of the chapter, some question I have given for your self preparation, what you have understood the chapter. After reading the chapter properly, you have to answer. You can take out your copy, you can note down those questions, and you have to write it by yourself. The questions are: what is a river, how the river water is getting dirty, what are the several ways to clean or purify water, do you know what is a tributary, and write any three ways how you can prevent and control the river from being polluted in your locality. If the river is there, how can you prevent the water from being polluted? So these are the questions you have to do by yourself, and if you cannot answer this question, you can take the help from the me. So first of all, you have to try to write down the answer of this question. So thank you, student, and I hope you have already understood the chapter and you have observed the video or watched the video properly. So thank you all, and all should stay home and stay safe.